My first time was in the top of 2018.
Okay.
I went to go bury my father. And I was supposed to go beforehand, but it didn't work out. Like me and my dad were supposed to go together, and that didn't work out. But going there, and I was smuggling my dad in. Like the way that I was doing it was not the right way, but it was the affordable way. It's against the culture, against a lot of things. But I was doing what my daddy told me to do. I was being obedient, right? So like cremations is totally against the culture. You're not supposed to cremate nobody. But my dad said to do that because he's like he didn't raise me the way that I should have been raised. It's things he should have done that he didn't do. And he was like, I don't want you spending a lot of money on me. I do want you to put me with my mother, but I don't want you to do this and this and this. And then, so I did. I was obedient. But you can't bring, I hope I don't get arrested for this later, but you can't you're not supposed to bring ashes into the country of a human and all these different things you're not supposed to do. And it's like a lot of stuff's supposed to happen. But I just had them in a really beautiful urn in my backpack. As I went through security and stuff, and I was talking to my backpack, whatever. And then, the aunties, they were very upset. It was a lot of people. They was upset with me, but I did what I did. But I spent quite a bit of money to redo my grandmother's grave. Like their tombs are raised up, right? Kind of like little mausoleums, if you will. And, I had, it was stone, hers was stone, and I had it all converted over to marble. Wow. And then had her picture on there. And I had his name put up there, but I didn't put a picture of him up there. Maybe I should have did a picture too, but and I put both their names, and then I put him inside the crypt with his mom. Wow. And that was something. That was my first time there. And my aunties, and they're like my second aunties. They're my great aunties, really. My grandmother's sisters.
Okay.
And they was in their feelings or whatever, but
I'm sure that they could.
I was being
that.
obedient.
You were being obedient to your father and honoring him in that way. You've traveled back and forth since then.
Yes. And every time it seems like it's more and more advanced. The first time I went, I felt like I walked into an episode of African Mad Men. You remember Mad Men?
Oh yeah,
the 60s, you know what I'm saying? I walked into the African version of that.
Right.
Like the way the buildings looked, the way the cars looked, the way everything looked. It's like it had paused in time, which it kind of did. They was on a sanction list, and now they don't have a lot of Europeans there. It's us. Yeah. It's a lot of us. And I feel like everybody I saw looked like somebody I knew in America. I don't know if you ever feel that when you go to Africa.
Yes. Oh yeah, Nigeria.
Yes, And so that was like super amazing. But it's like they were more beautiful, more to me it was, they weren't flashy or loud. It's just like a better version of everything, I felt like. But then there's some tore up things about it, and I was like, ooh, if I come back here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I've been doing little bits and pieces as much as I can, as much as I'm allowed to do. Yeah. But every time I go back, I feel like they've moved up 10, 15 years.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
it's always cool to see that progress.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I remember when I came here last time, this was that.
Yeah. And it's like I was gone 1 year, and then I come back and the women are wearing jeans. I'm like, what?
Nice.
And I feel like they be copying my outfits, but that just could be, that's my ego. That's probably not true at all. But
what's the culture? What's the culture like there over there? Like, what's some of the cultural differences? I've not had the opportunity to go to East Africa yet. I've done North. I've done obviously West Africa. I've gone down South, but I've never done East Africa. What's that culture like there? I
feel like it's conservative. I feel like, but it's fun. I feel like it's wholesome. I feel like there's a filter for sure. Not like me, but then I don't know. I don't understand all the language, so they could be like me, and I just don't understand everything.
Your father from Eritrea, what did he teach you about your history? And
well, he told me a lot of stuff, but I thought he was lying the whole time. I ain't gonna lie I thought he was lying.
Like what?
Okay, so you got to remember, he was in my life till I was about 3, right?
Okay,
then he was out of my life, and then he came back into my life when I was about 26, 27. So he's telling me all these stories, and just to me, it just seems like shenanigans. It doesn't seem real, doesn't seem like that's possible. He's telling me about the war that happened for 30 years and why he ended up in America. He's telling me about his childhood and how he got to go to school in Germany and he got to do this because his mom and dad, they have money and all this stuff. I don't believe none of this. Okay? I don't believe nothing he was saying I didn't believe. But I still hung on every single word because he's my daddy, right? He was my dad. That voice, like, it's something about hearing your dad's voice that like resonates on a cellular level, I feel like. Like, if he tried to tell me he wasn't my daddy, I would be like, whatever. Genetically, I could feel you, my father. Yeah. And if I look at my fingernails and look at your fingernails, then you my daddy. Look at these ugly fingers. You my daddy, like, you my daddy.
Sometimes you get your father's hands. Get their father's. What I remember, because I was around when you were like, I'm going to search for my dad.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was around for that.
I couldn't find it for a long time.
And what made you, I mean, that's almost a dumb question. What made you go, you know what, I need to find my father?
Because I want to know who I am. I felt like there was all these, and I don't know, some people might equivalent it to like mental illness, but I felt like it was all these like voices going on that was telling me you need to know who you are. Like where you're going to go in life, if you don't know who you are, you will be compromised. you'll be destroyed. Yeah. You need to know who you are. And the only way you're going to know is you got to find your daddy. And I don't know. I just really, like, I could still remember being 3 years old, 2 years old, and like laying on his chest and him holding me and him singing to me and him speaking to me in Tigrinya and like him squeezing my calves, a little girl squeezing my calves. And I still miss that. I wanted that. And like, even when I found him, I was like, can you squeeze my legs? And he's like, you had the best legs as a baby. All the women, I showed them, this is my daughter, this is my daughter. And everybody said, look at her legs, the most prettiest legs. And we squeeze her legs. And I'm like, could you squeeze them now? Like, he's like, you're 28 years old.
That looks weird.
Squeeze my leg. And I would make it like I was kind of bigger than him and I still wanted him to hold me. You know, it's like, it's something like on a genetic level, like, that I needed. I probably still need that, but I don't think I won't ever get that again, but I miss it. Like I forgot what the question was that you asked me, but
you just finding your father.
Yeah. And I wanted to find him because I wanted that. I wanted my father's love.
You want to?
Yeah. No, my skin will absorb these tears. No, give me that.
I'm an X-Men.
All this money spent on this cute like that. No, but on a genetic, like I wanted my father's love. I needed it. And I feel like I had made by the time I met you, I had already made so many mistakes looking for like that father, that daddy love that I had like compromised, I think a lot. I compromised a lot just because somebody told me they cared about me. Yeah. They looked out for me and I was like searching for all these things in these older men and they weren't, they didn't give about me, you know, and I was like a little puppet. I just wanted my daddy.
That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.